Hello, my friend. This is Blanca Braden, and I have a little message for you. I am reading The 1 Minute Entrepreneur from Ken Blanchard and Hutson. And I have a few 1 minute insights to share with you. So here we go. Number 1, associate with people you admire and can learn from. Number 2, be open-minded about and receptive to counsel from others. Number 3, keep a notebook of the wisdom you read, hear, and learn. Number 4, a good life is built on strong, solid values. Number 5, what is right is more important than who is right. Number 6, you never need to cheat to win. A brief comment about each of them. Number 1, associate with people you admire and can learn from. So, I was reading this little book, and it talks about a young man who gathered with another friend. They were driving down the road. The friend was speeding down this road. A cop stopped them. A cop spotted a small bag with marijuana. Long story short, both ended up in jail. And the guy that was not driving, his name is Judd in this story, he was a good student and he had never done drugs, so he knew his parents were going to be very disappointed. Long story short, his father had a talk with him, his coach had a talk with him, and his grandmother had a talk with him. And the coach shared with him something very interesting, that when he was on his way to college, his mom gave him a notebook and said, write something you learned that day and what you learned about that. Well, basically an event and what you learned about that event. And then when you come home on the weekends, every month, you'll share it with me. He felt a little bit uncomfortable about doing this, but he started doing it. And guess what? It became a habit of his. So he pulled out this little notebook and he started telling this young man, he shared what his mother had shared with him when he was about to go to college. So he handed him a new notebook and said, go ahead and start this new notebook. Write events in your life that happen and what you learn about them. And what does that mean? So let's think about these few points that I read to you. Be open-minded about and receptive to counsel from others. So whatever you learn, you write it down, and then you can grow in wisdom, right? And that can help you down the road. Keep a notebook of the wisdom you read, hear, and learn. So our minds forget. It's so easy to forget, right, what we learn. So if we keep a sort of a diary, we can remember those things better. A good life is built on strong, solid values. So later on, his grandmother gathered with him and she heard about what had happened. So they were gathering, just to have dinner. And grandma just pulled him in towards the kitchen. And she basically just said, Judd, the people you surround with, those people will affect your life right now in the present and towards the future. So grandma basically said, be careful who you surround with, the people you surround yourself with. And it is very true that the decisions between the coach and the grandmother and his father, each of them gave them a little nugget of wisdom. And basically they mentioned that some people make mistakes when they are very young, and then later in life they realize what on earth was I thinking, right? But say you were in jail or you were convicted, then it's in your record, and then when you get a job, you're gonna get the jobs you're looking for because some people don't trust you or don't believe in you. And that can hurt a person deeply, right? A small, mindless action, right, can overcast this huge shadow for your future. So basically, think about the things you do when you are young, because they'll have a tremendous impact in your future life. You never need to cheat to win. And what is right is more important than who is right. So basically, the idea here is values. Find values that can make you a better person. Hold on to those values. Find them in church, through a group of friends who meditate about the Bible. I like religion. I'm a practicing Catholic. I like religion because it helps me. There's some guidelines that help me to honor others, honor my elders, be respectful towards others, love my neighbor, forgive, have faith, be merciful towards others, have hope. So my faith helps me a lot to learn about values that I probably wouldn't figure out by myself. And I probably would get in a lot of trouble without these values, right? And these principles. And I was fortunate enough that my dad, since I was young, would tell me, the best investment I can do on you, I come from a family of 6 children. So my dad worked night and day. He would leave home at 5 in the morning, come back at 11 p.m. every day. He's just an awesome guy. And he would say, listen, Blanca, what I can give you guys is faith, religion, and studies. So I'm paying for you guys to go to school. I'm making huge sacrifices. And we're going to church every Sunday because I want to teach you the value of being committed to something that is greater than yourself, right? So to practice with a group of people, to give glory to something larger than yourself, in this case is God, my creator, and then to practice a certain number, like the 10 commandments, right? Certain numbers of guidelines, right? So my friend, these brief comments are just for you to consider, make considerations, and think that you can build a solid future if you are working right now on yourself, your improvement, and to get to know yourself better. Who are you? Where are you going? Find clarity, find purpose. And my friend, you will find what you're looking for in life if you find clarity and purpose. So I just wanted to share this story with you and these few pointers for your own personal success. Have a wonderful evening, or if it's morning for you, have a wonderful morning. In my case, it's night time, so I'm ready to watch a movie with my children and then rest. Okay, take care and have a wonderful life.